It is so scrumptious. To say the least, I'm eating this book up. Look at the covers. The color schemes match. Because this has just had me in a freaking chokehold. Hello, my wonderful friends. Welcome if you're new and welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Sarsana and we are here to do a weekly reading vlog again. And I'm so excited because this week I want to read a book that has been on my TBR for quite some time, and it is well loved by many, and I don't like jumping on the bandwagon when something is very popular and everyone is just kind of reading it at the same time. I don't know why. I probably should, because obviously you all love it for a specific reason, and this series is also not finished, and I am not a fan of starting books in a series that is incomplete. I just hate waiting. I am very impatient, but this first book that I'm going to be reading in this vlog, you all may have read it, and that is Fourth Wing. And I am not sure if I want to read this copy or if I want to read this copy. Like, this is the first edition and this is like the anniversary, or not the anniversary, the Christmas edition, I think. This copy is so pretty, but it's also the first edition, so I feel like I shouldn't touch it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read this copy. I really am so excited to read this because I have been wanting to jump in and know what all the hype is about. Everyone loves this series so much, and all I know about this series is that it's about a girl named Violet who was training to be a scribe or something. Her mom is a general and she forces her to go to this school to be a rider for a dragon. That's all I know, and I know that there is a male character named Xaden, and I think Violet and Xaden have some kind of a romantic relationship, but that's all I really know. I love fan rows with dragons, and that's all I really needed to know to pick this book up in the first place. I am really nervous to also start it because the series is not complete. I know that Onyx Storm is supposed to be coming out at the end of this year or the beginning of 2025. I can't remember, but I know it's coming out soon. However, just having to wait, I hate that anticipation, especially if Iron Flame ends on a cliffhanger. I'm going to be very upset. So we will see how that goes. But I'm going to start this and I will talk to you later when I have an update. Bye. Hello friends, I am checking in about Fourth Wing. Right now, I'm enjoying it so much. I am honestly not very far in. I am on chapter 3 on page 29, and things are moving pretty quickly. I can see why so many people love it. I am already like hooked to this book. So Violet is going through like becoming a cadet basically, and the stuff that she has to do. She's seeing people get violent with each other and trying to eliminate like the weaker links, I guess. Violet met Xaden and they don't like each other, but Violet has an immediate attraction to him. We have like a little bit of enemies to lovers with him, and I am eating it up. It is so good so far. I'm just really having a good time, and I just wanted to let you guys know this is so fun. I'm gonna give you guys more of an update when I have more of an update for you. I am working right now, but I like took a quick break, and I'm also listening to the audiobook. I have the audiobook off of my Libby, and it like came through yesterday, which was perfect because I started reading it yesterday. So like while I've been working, I've been listening to it when I can, and it's just been an experience. It's not like the graphic audio, it's like the regular audio, which is totally fine because I'm not picky about audiobooks. I see what all the hype is about. I am upset that I didn't start reading it sooner, but I'm also okay with that because book 3 is about to come out, so yay. Alright my friends, I will catch you guys later when I have more of an update for you. Bye. Oh, fancy meeting you here. Hi guys. So it is a little bit later today, and obviously I'm in bed. I'm like ready to go to sleep, but I was listening to the audiobook while I was cleaning and stuff today, and I just wanted to give you guys like a little update. I'm on chapter 11 right now, and the enemies to lovers is enemying and enemying. Is that a word? I don't know. Whatever. But they are just so delicious. Xaden and Violet. He like calls her Violence. I think I heard this as like a spoiler somewhere or something. I don't think it's really a spoiler, but I've heard this before, and it's just so cute. I love that he has that nickname for her, and they're so freaking cute. to say the least, I'm eating this book up. Like, I'm so tired and I want to go to sleep, but at the same time, I don't want to stop reading it. So I think I'm literally going to be reading this until I like literally fall asleep. And that's fine. I'm having a good old time. I have my hot tea here. I have my fourth wing. And yeah, I'm just going to sit here and read for a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am loving this so far. And it's just so much fun. The banter, the friendships that Violet is developing. Xaden, he's chef's kiss. I love his mannerism. I just love how he is towards Violet. And I can't wait to see where the relationship goes. And Violet's best friend, what's his name? Dane or something like that? Yeah. Violet's best friend, Dane, and her have a little bit of something. And I don't know where things are going to go there. But I really like him too. He's like a golden retriever in a way, and he just wants to protect her and stuff. He just seems so adorable. I want her to be with Xaden, but then Dane's there, and I'm just so confused. I don't know. I feel like she's gonna end up with Xaden though, because she has to end up with him. Like, he's our bad boy. But like, I feel like there's more than meets the eye. I also hate the fact that we're not getting any other POVs. I'm not a big fan of that. I like being in Violet's head. I really like her as a character, but I really also wish that we had other POVs. Just kind of got a little bit more in other people's heads basically, but that's like my only thing that I'm like disappointed about right now. All right, I will check in with you guys when I have an update. Bye. Hello, my wonderful friends. I am checking in about Fourth Wing and I'm having the best time. I know I checked in with you guys last night, but look how far I've gotten since then. I'm like a little over 50% through and I'm on chapter 22. It's getting so good. So many things have happened. Like, we have people dying left and right. We have people attacking Violet. Violet is developing and growing as a, I guess she's not a cadet anymore. Now she's a rider. She has dragons. It's just insane. She has dragons that she's riding. And like, for a girl with the disease that she has, she is making it so far. And I love seeing how strong she is. And the slow burn romance is slow burning. Like, it's such a slow burn. And I am waiting for Xaden and Violet to get together. I feel like they're not even gonna get together in this book because I've heard you guys talk about how they don't get together until like the second book or something, or maybe towards the end of this one. But I am really waiting for it. And the things that I had thought about Dane, it didn't come to fruition, so that's fine. He kind of seems like Tamlin in a way. I don't know what else to say without giving stuff away. But this is such a good book. I'm so mad I waited this long, but it's so freaking good. I don't know how far I'm gonna get today. I think I read like maybe 10 chapters today, or last night and today combined. It's like 7 o'clock at night. I'm gonna get some dinner and I'm gonna continue to read, and it's gonna be a jolly old time. But yeah, this is so amazing. This is so good. I am in love with Taryn and Andarna. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering their names. I know that there was some controversy about how their names are supposed to be pronounced, and I hope I am doing them justice. This book is so good. I'm so scared I'm going to be in a reading slump after I finish this book, because I don't think any other books on my shelf is comparing to what this is going to give me. Maybe I'll pick up Hurricane Wars, or maybe I'll pick up Iron Flame after this, but I really want to wait until we get the third book to read Iron Flame, or maybe when we're closer in proximity to the release date for Onyx Storm. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just worried that I'm gonna be in such a big reading slump after I finish this book, because I'm enjoying it so much. And it's one of those books that you know is gonna stay with you for a really long time, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do after I read this. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I am going to check in with you when I have an update, probably tomorrow. and let's see how far I get with this. I'm really trying my best to not rush this and just enjoy the experience. And I'm also just terrified to finish this book, but I need to know. I need to know. I gotta keep reading. Alright, my friends, I will talk to you later. Bye. Hello, my wonderful friends. I'm checking in about Fourth Wing. I'm on chapter 34, and whew, there is so much that has happened. We finally are in the lover stage of the enemies to lovers phase, and it is so scrumptious. I absolutely love Violet and Xaden together. I feel like they're like my top 3 fanro couples. Like, the first is Aelin and Rowan, and the second is Feyre and Rhysand, and now we have Violet and Xaden. My goodness, this romance is just everything, 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 everything. I have not been reading fanro as much lately. Like, I have been reading like fantasy and stuff, but like fanro I haven't really read. This month it's mostly been like a toss-up between high fantasy, dark romance, contemporary romance, thrillers. This is like my first fanro this month, and I have missed it so much. I've missed this feeling of loving a book so much that I can't put it down, and I'm thinking about it when I am not reading it. When I'm sleeping, I am dreaming about it, and it's giving me everything that I want, and it is so good. I'm so mad at myself for putting this off for such a long time, but then at the same time, not really, because maybe I just needed to wait for myself to enjoy it at this time in my life. I don't know, but this is everything. This is everything, everything. Rebecca Yarros's writing is beautiful. It is engaging. It is captivating. I absolutely love the character developments. I absolutely love the friendships, the romance, the familial bonds, and the political aspects of it. It's everything. It is so good. I only have a little bit more to go. I think, let me see. So I legit have like this much to read. I'm gonna come back and give you guys an update when I have an update for you, but I should be done this very quickly today. And when I do, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I know that there's a bonus scene in this book as well, so I'm really excited to read that as well. I'm also like dreading finishing it because then it's gonna be over. I know that there's a second book that I have, and I know the third book is right around the corner. However, just not reading this book feels like I am retching these characters out of my life. It feels like they're like my best friends right now, and it's that feeling like you're gonna miss them when you're done reading it. So it's just that feeling. I will check back with you guys when I'm done this, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye. Besties, I finished Fourth Wing, and where do I begin? Where do I begin? This was incredible. Everything I thought, I'm having a hard time articulating my feelings into words right now, so you'll have to excuse me if I make absolutely no sense. So this book is amazing. I enjoyed it from the first page to the last page to the bonus content. The 2 chapters that we got from Xaden's point of view, everything. Everything. This was so good. I'm saying this again, but I love Rebecca Yarros's writing. I've never read a book by her. Fourth Wing was my first, and absolutely stunning. I love the character development. I love the plot twist towards the end. I kind of saw this coming, I'm not gonna lie, so it wasn't like a huge shocker to me. However, it was still absolute perfection. I'm so glad I picked this book up. The magic system is super cool. I love the fact that we have dragons that are communicating with their riders. I love that there's other mythical creatures. I love the political warfare. I love the romance. I love the friendships. I loved everything. I just loved everything. I can't wait to see what comes to fruition in Iron Flame. After this, I'm just like, I'm speechless. I don't know what to do next. I don't even know what book I want to pick up next. I'm scared to pick up Iron Flame. I have some Libby holds, some audiobooks on Libby. I'm thinking about picking something up from there. But at the same time, I just feel like I'm not going to enjoy anything after reading Fourth Wing. And I feel a slump coming on. So I'm really scared. I've had a really good reading month and I don't want Fourth Wing to crush my love for reading right now because that's how it feels. I feel stuck. Like I feel like I'm on pause. Like nothing is functioning up here. There was some stuff that happened in this book that literally just made me cry, and Rebecca Yarros did some characters wrong. But I feel like it was needed for to get attached to those characters and then for the things that happen to those characters to happen. And I feel like that also made me grip tighter to the storyline and the characters even more. So well done, Rebecca Yarros. Well freaking done. Okay, so not to fall into a reading slump, I think I'm gonna pick up a thriller because they always pick me back up usually and they grip me right away. I've heard some crazy things about this book. I do have a Libby hold for it, so I think I'm gonna pick up The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides? Lides? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I'm so terrible with names. But I think I'm gonna pick this up. It's a thriller about a woman that is silent and her therapist is trying to figure out why she's quiet. And I think there's some kind of a murder involved. Let me see. Alyssa Brennansen's life is seemingly perfect until one night when her husband Gabriel returns home late from work and Alyssa shoots him 5 times in the face and then never speaks another word. Alyssa's refusal to talk or give any kind of explanation turns a domestic tragedy into a mystery that captures the public imagination. And she, the silent patient, is hidden away from the tabloids at the Grove, a secure psychiatrist unit in North London. Criminal psychotherapist Theo Faber is captivated by Alicia's story and jumps at the opportunity to work with her. His determination to get her to talk and unravel the mystery or why she shot her husband will take him down a path more unexpected and more terrifying than he ever imagined. This sounds pretty good, so I think I'm gonna pick this up. I really need something else right now because I am feeling super slumpy, you guys. So I think that's what I'm gonna do next. Let's see how far I get into this. I will check in with you guys when I have an update for you on The Silent Patient. Hello, my wonderful friends. I hope you are doing so well. I have a few updates for you guys. So I think I checked in with you guys yesterday and I let you guys know how I finished Fourth Wing and how I am destroyed. I am still I'm still destroyed. I'm really struggling right now. I am having such a hard time picking a book that interests me, that I actually feel like picking up and reading. And I feel like I am descending into a slump, y'all. I'm really struggling right now. I had told you guys how I wanted to start The Silent Patient, and it's really short and it's really easy to get through, and it's a thriller. Thrillers usually take me like a few hours to finish. I had the audiobook on Libby, so I just listened to it on almost like 2 speed. It was okay. I know I usually say if I can read a book in like one sitting or a day, then it's usually a 5-star. I know I usually say if I finish a book in like one day, it's usually a 5-star. but it wasn't. I would say it's probably at like a 3-star. Like I found like the mystery aspect of it and everything pretty interesting, but overall it just didn't hit. I don't know. I think I'm just slumpy right now. Maybe it's the wrong time for me to read this book. But I do think how everything was wrapped up towards the end was pretty interesting. I didn't really see that coming, but like it makes sense why we were getting the perspective of the POVs that we were getting the perspectives of in each different chapters. So if you guys haven't read this book, it's about a woman who murders her husband and has been silent for years, a psychotherapist who wants to help her. There is so much that happened and it does keep you interested. You're just trying to figure out the mystery as you're reading it. Pretty interesting, but at the same time, I found myself get kind of bored at some points because it just kind of like dragged some things on. In the payoff, it kind of made sense. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I wanted it to. It might not be fair in my judgment of this book because I'm just in a slump because of Fourth Wing. So that's kind of that. I gave it a 3 stars. It wasn't the best thing ever and it wasn't the worst thing ever. It was just okay. Am I gonna reread it? No. I am probably going to be unhauling this sometime in the near future when I do an unhaul. But overall, it was okay. I also have We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. I have the audiobook on Libby and it's okay. I had a really long day today, so I had a friend's engagement party to go to and it was like a 2-hour drive there and back, and then I had stuff to do with Heaven. We had like a mommy and daughter date. This is the first time I've been able to like sit down in the house and just talk to you guys. So I'm so sorry for info dumping all of these updates on you, but literally I promise you this is from yesterday and today. So while I was driving, I listened to the audiobook for We Hunt the Flame. I have it right here. I kind of want to DNF it because like not a hard DNF but like a soft DNF. Maybe I'll pick it up at another point in time, but right now it's really boring. I just don't feel like I'm in the right mindset and it sucks so much because I wanted to like this book so much. Jamie read this book and she told me really good things about it, so I really wanted to read it and like it. It's like from third person perspective also, and I hate that. Like I really hate that, and it's making it really hard to read this book. I feel like if I wasn't listening to it on audiobook, I would have already DNF'd it. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this down and maybe come back to it at another time. We shall see in the near future. But for right now, we're gonna sit her down. I really want to get another book read in this vlog. I really do. And I am really struggling. So I picked up Say You Swear. I didn't even start reading it yet. It's kind of chunky. It's like a 500-page book, but I heard really good things about it and I'm super hopeful. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read like a chapter of this, and I'm also gonna read a chapter of Binding 13. I heard really good things about both of these books and I am hopeful that I will get hooked to at least one of them. I'll see which one I read first, I guess. I don't know what else to do. I am really stuck. And oh my god, wait. Look at the covers. The color schemes match. I just realized it. I guess this is like my mood right now. I'm gonna read a chapter of each and see which one I go with. I don't really have time to do that right now. I have a video to edit and publish for tomorrow. So I think what I'm gonna do is spend the rest of my night editing. I think I'm just gonna take a break from reading and I will edit and maybe watch something on TV before I pass out. But I don't think it's a good idea for me to pick up a book right now, because I feel like I'm like forcing myself at this point and that's a no-no. I'm really sorry you guys if this is bringing anyone down, because this really sucks and I want to be honest with you guys, so here it is. But this is really tough. I will check in with you guys sometime tomorrow and let you know what book I picked. Whichever one I pick gets me out of this weird funk. Alright my loves, I will talk to you later. Bye. Hello my wonderful friends. I have a little bit of an update for you. And if you hear some sniffling, that's my cat. Ignore that. She has allergies. Anyways, so last time I checked in with you guys, I was distraught over Fourth Wing, and that was Saturday. Today is Monday. I know. What did I do all of Sunday? I had the audacity to not talk to you. I am so sorry. But you'll be proud of me, or maybe happy for me. I hope you're happy for me, because I'm happy for me. I'm not in my slump anymore, really. Like, if you could even call it a slump. So I was deciding between Say You Swear and Binding 13 Saturday night. And before I went to bed, I was like, let me just read a chapter of Binding 13 or Say You Swear so I could decide what book I want to read tomorrow. And oh my goodness, I devoured Binding 13 and I didn't even read Say You Swear. This book is magnificent. I'm not done yet. I still have like a little smidge bit right here. I think like 100-ish. Yeah, about like 100 pages left. And I love Johnny and Shannon. And I don't really like YA books anymore, but this is really good. There's a lot of deep things that are like talked about in this book, so it's nothing like light and fluffy and easygoing, I guess. There's like bullying, there is abuse, and there's talk of non-consensual intimacies. Some of it is really dark, but it's also very beautifully written, and I love Chloe Walsh's writing. It makes me feel like I am the character, like the way she writes these characters, I feel like they're my friends. I can connect to it even if I don't relate to a lot of these things. And I feel like I'm smack dab in the middle of this book, to say the least. I'm really enjoying myself. And if you haven't read this yet, you really should. However, Binding 13 is basically about Shannon. Shannon gets bullied in a school and her mom gets her into Tommen School college, and there she meets Johnny, and he is like her personal knight in shining armor, and he plays rugby. He has an injury that he's hiding from his teammates and everyone really that can cause harm to his career as a rugby player. Him and Shannon connect in various ways, but the main thing that I can tell you guys without giving a lot away is that he is super protective over her. Like, anything can happen to her and he's always there. Shannon throws up a lot because she's like an anxiety vomiter, if that's a word. But basically, she'll throw up if she has really high anxiety. One day, she's in school and she's throwing up. He comes up next to her and he like holds her hair while she's vomiting everything out of her. He gets someone to go clean it up because it's happening in the school. Nothing phases this man. And he knows everything that had happened to her with her bullying and stuff, and he's there to protect her. He makes sure that no one messes with her, and he's just the perfect guy. I can't wait to see what else happens in the rest of this. Shannon goes through a lot in this book, and she's still going through a lot, so I really hope things make a turn in her life for the better, and I really want her to have a happy ending because Shannon really deserves it. That's kind of all I have for you guys right now. I can't really give much away here. But I'm really loving this, and I can't wait to pick up the rest of the books in this series. This is so good. I love, love, love Shannon and Johnny. They have my whole entire heart right now. I'm gonna try to finish this today, and I will update you guys when I have an update for you. Bye. Hello, friends. I finished Binding 13 last night, and it was so good. Towards the end of this book, I was like distraught because the way it ends, it's kind of traumatic and has you like at the edge of your seat and you're wanting to know what happens next. So you have to start keeping 13 right away, and it jumps right into the story after the events that take place in Binding 13. You guys weren't kidding when you said that there was a lot of traumatic events that go into this book, and you guys were not kidding. I was gonna read it for like 30 minutes or so before I passed out, but 2.5 hours in, I just couldn't put it down. No matter how sleepy I was, my eyes were literally tearing, and I kept reading because I needed to know what happened next. This book is no joke, and I had the best time ever reading it. I'm so glad I picked this up finally. I can't wait to read the rest of the Boys of Tommen books because this has just had me in a freaking chokehold. I am really glad I picked it up in this vlog because I was having a really hard time after Fourth Wing, but Binding 13 really helped me get back into reading again. Being in a slump is the absolute worst thing ever, so I'm really glad I picked this up. Anyone looking into reading Boys of Tommen, I would definitely recommend that you check the trigger warnings. Chloe Walsh also gives us the trigger warnings within the book as well, so if you need to see that anywhere, you can see it inside the book, but you can also look it up online before you decide to purchase it or read it. It is all on KU as well, so you can also read it on your Kindle, which is absolutely perfect. You guys know I love a good KU read, and having Boys of Tommen on KU is absolutely fantastic. To say the least, I gave this a 5 freaking star because it just blew my mind. I'm so happy I picked this up, and I recommend this to absolutely everybody that's into sports romance, into YA, into romance. It's just so good. I had such a good time. And there was absolutely no spice in it. There was like a little bit of some steamy scenes, but it was nothing short of PG-13. There was a lot of profanity inside the book as well. So to wrap up our reading vlog today, the very first book I read in this vlog is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Gave it a 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. Chef's kiss. Can't wait to reread it. Can't wait to read the rest of the books in this series. Absolutely love, love, love. And then I read The Silent Patient by Alexis Michaelides. I'm so sorry. I can't say this last name right, so I'm just going to leave this here for you guys. So if you want to read it, here it is. I gave it a 3 stars. It wasn't the best thing I've ever read. Wasn't the worst. It was okay. It's an okay thriller. Definitely a fast-paced read, so if you're looking for something quick and easy, something that is a nice bit of a mystery, then definitely pick this up. I gave this a 3 stars. That's all it is. And then I picked up We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Fazel, and I DNF'd it, wasn't able to get into it. I had really high hopes for this, but it's also from like a third-person POV, so it just wasn't really hitting, but I've heard really good things about it, so it's a soft DNF. Hopefully I'll be able to pick this up in the near future, and hopefully I will be in a better mindset to read this and consume it. And then lastly, I read Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh and absolutely was mind blown by how much I loved it. It is a fabulous read. I love Chloe Walsh's writing, and I love Johnny and Shannon. This couple has my heart. I can't wait to read the rest of the Boys of Tommen books. This was so fun. I gave this 5 stars. And that concludes our vlog. I read 4 books and I had some highs and lows, but they were all great. I am so glad I wasn't in a slump after reading Fourth Wing. That is my absolute high note. Boys of Tommen saved me. I hope you all had a wonderful time watching my vlog. Thank you so much for making the time to watch it. I love you all so much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and do so. That way you will not miss any videos from me in the near future. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye!